Alright. So we're going to review a few dungeons today. I think I did 4 today. I forgot to record the first one, but I've been trying to record all of my dungeons now. Sometimes I forget to hit record. But this is what I got done tonight. I just got 3. 2 were failed 18s. God, these 18s are just fucking bugging me right now. But I did get my my Sierra Caverns from 15 to 17 today. So I just got my 17 Resilient on that. But we'll save my Sierra Caverns for last. We'll go over these. A lot of mistakes I made, a lot of mistakes the group makes, just little things too that cost. Let's see, I think I started this recording a little early. We'll get it full screened. So, let's see here. Yeah, this is us just getting there. Laying everything down. We wait a little bit longer for the healer. Oh, that's a good distance longer. Oh my god, that's a good distance. It's a good chunk of time we're waiting on this healer. Jesus. Alright, we're all here. So we're getting ready to start. Okay. So I think this pull goes down easy, maybe a little slow. It definitely, with the Death Knight in here, I don't know why we didn't have that rear mob gripped. I figured we were going to have him gripped too, or I would have already had my sigil out. There we go, Death Knight pulls the grip in. So already kind of off to a weak start. I'm like, not a lot of utility being used from what we have. And then I start to notice things later on in the dungeon as far as our group comp here. And I think it played a big role in the fail. A paladin, you need one here for freedom. But I thought this went down just a little slow. That mage, I did as much as that mage there. So we're gonna keep going here. Because of how slow it went, I'm not feeling, and that right there just happened. I almost died. I'm not feeling pulling that extra mob into this. With this group, I'm not feeling as safe as I was with that other group where we failed by 3 seconds that I posted. But this stuff still dies really slow. There's only 3, oh, the plunge grip, that's what it is. Our healer isn't standing close. He should be stacked with us. Plunge grip keeps going out, and we keep needing to move. If we had a paladin, freedom, done. We wouldn't have to worry about where it fucking goes. So now I want to pull this. We're already moving at a slower pace. Normally I'd pull that pack with the other one. Our warlock couldn't make up his mind whether to enter combat or go back and get the prisoner. So he stuttered there for a second, then came back and just started helping. We didn't get the prisoner. So you're gonna see me ping it. And now this next pull takes way too long to kill. Now I'm gonna ping. Like this, we should have both prisoners, and those packs should have been dead a minute ago, and we should have already been halfway through this pull already. But we're gonna get this. I'm gonna get this interrupt. Or actually, I think he got it. I don't think I got it there. But I'm still waiting. The Death Knight, I don't know where he's at. I don't know why I have my character window open. He's just now on his fucking way. Normally, I would have pulled the Grave guy into this and that other pack. But I don't know where the Warlock is now. Oh, the Warlock died there. I think, was that to the Plunge Grip? Hang on. What did we lose that Warlock to? So I've got everything. I'm gonna jump. We're gonna lose him to the Torrent. That's what we lost him to, is the Torrent. Healer just didn't heal him through it. Now we've got a Plunge Grip a mile away. DK released it. Great job. I don't know if Priest can Priest life grip. Somebody comment on the video. Can Priest life grip them out of the gargoyle? Like, look how long. Like, we've had one death, but I don't know where. Like, 2 people were missing for forever. This pack, holy shit, it's only half dead. The Plunge Grip is still going off. It's just going off too. We're not even killing it and interrupting. We're just letting it happen. I decide I'm gonna keep pulling and not let them get this prisoner real quick, just because this bat has so much fucking health. Like, let's just get more in here. He's gonna immediately attack that when he knows I'm pulling the other mobs. And he should have been attacking the gargoyle anyways. And Y is just dying so slow. So I decide to pull this other pack into it. And I change up my normal pull here. Like, I changed it up massively. Normally, that pack of 3 isn't pulled. And the 2 packs I had before them was pulled way back here with this prisoner. But the damage here is just incredibly low. It's upsetting. I didn't really review these players. This wasn't my key. I just joined their key. I believe it said the leader was like 3660. So he's a good like 150 rating, or never mind, like 120 rating ahead of me now. You know, we're doing great as far as survivability. Damage is just extremely low. And I don't think I looked at overall damage here when we gave up. But see, normally it would have been this Cold Wraith pack with the dragon and that last Cold Wraith pack. I would have pulled those 7 mobs together. And I would have had these leapers, the RP leapers, over there at the end of my camera angle, right over here. And then I pull both leaper packs into the Depulsive Lich, because I'm gonna take a lot of stacks. Like, I get like 30 stacks of the debuff from these little leaper guys there. But being as to how it's 1 defender and 1 lich here, I can manage 30 stacks very easily and live through it with my cooldowns without the need to like kite to reset it. We can get a few stuns in and I can get it reset. Just like one opportune Chaos Nova, and I can reset those stacks if I need to. I don't know why we lost the mage here. Let's look at that. Hang on. I need to go a little further back. So I'm going to get the RP mob. Mage is up. It leaps. I don't lose. I did lose threat. I lost threat to that one. So once again, Mage needs to understand that I'd love to take blame and say I lost threat there, which I did, but the whole thing, it never would have happened. Your priority target in this pool is the Depulsate Lich, because he has an interrupt that can't go out, and he's just the most important target. He does the most damage in this pack. Everyone should have been focusing him, and you should have never focused that RP pack that I was going to be pulling a mile back like that. Like you know your priority target. Wait, did we lose somebody else? We did. Hang on, let's see what that's doing. We lost the Warlock again. Let's pull it back. We lost the Warlock right there. Oh, we lose them back to back. Mage. And we lose the Warlock to the Torrent. He's just not getting healed through it. Oh, man. So, both of that Warlock's deaths were on the healer. I don't even want to blame the Warlock. She didn't... You have to heal through that Torrent. Or actually, Warlock maybe didn't post a defensive. Maybe I shouldn't blame the healer there. Warlock should have hit a defensive. Something should have happened on that Torrent. I don't regularly see people die to that. And it's just dying so slow. Like, man, dude. Like, look, I'm doing more than the... Well, they died. They both died. But yeah, it's just like, fuck, man. Get this pull. I'm gonna pull it into this. And normally, I'd be pulling the Arcanist pack with this, because there's only one priority interrupt, and it's the Arcanist there, and I would get it. Because most of my damage goes out as AoE via my Meteor Strikes. I can keep the Arcanist Cadaver targeted. We barely lose any DPS with me doing that, and I'm just always on that interrupt. DPS can focus everything else. But I decide not to pull it here. Just, you saw me almost die once. I didn't think I'd be able to survive it. But I mean, man, yeah, you see me do that Pit of Saron, and I trust my group. And so me not pulling that Arcanist pack right here is what's going to cost us the vote to abandon, which is going to succeed because we absolutely do not have enough time to finish this when we get there. You know, here, it's still salvageable. I mean, damage is a little low. Depending on how I can manage my pulls and maybe pull a little bit bigger, we might be able to manage it. So right now, I would say this key is still somewhat salvageable. But normally, here, I really think I'd be expecting to have that pack in the back already pulled. We're going into this with our lust timer just now coming up. We maybe have 21 22 minutes here with an extra pack of trash already done. Like, that's, you know, that's in my dream run on an 18 here. No deaths, damage great. Like, you know, I feel like we'd be finishing this boss with 18 to 19 minutes left and have 2 trash pulls before the next boss, or 1 trash pull before the next boss. Excuse me. Because we'd be pulling the second pack of trash into the boss for funnel.
Now, your bones will freeze.
Or maybe this isn't where. Maybe this. No, this is the one that fails on. Yeah, here in a minute. Okay. So I think we do this boss pretty flawlessly. Don't think there's any mistakes made here. I positioned the boss well every time. We got like 100% damage uptime. I don't think we suffered a death whatsoever. I think I dislike these rocks just a little bit, but I think that guy was just tunneling his damage. Wasn't paying attention to whether he had the rock or not, but it's alright. And so this one, I would think would pull from the fountain on the right, but it pulled from the fountain on the left. And luckily, I was in a good spot, and we still were able to keep damage uptime here. I was trying to position him as if he was going to do that ability from the fountain on the right there. And then, yeah, these rocks, I would have just rather done the fountain that's now on the right and not behind me. Now it's the fountain on the left. But we're going to hit the fountain on the right, and then I believe we kill it right after this. Yeah, kind of leaves me in a weird predicament, but I'm going to go over here. These rocks are atrocious if this boss had health. Let's give it. So this mob right here. And literally, I said to myself in my fucking head, I was like, if I take the Icy Blast here, which I do because they're not close to me. You can see them on the map. I moved pretty quick ahead. I wish my team was as fast as me. I get that my healer had to drink after the boss. That's okay. He doesn't need to be here. I can survive plenty of time without him. As long as we get these priority interrupts, the only thing that's going to go out that'll do a little damage is the Ice Bolt. And all of these classes have a way to heal themselves. We have health stones. That Ice Bolt's going to hit for 160k. It's fine. I think this potion heals for 200k and this potion heals for 175k. You shouldn't be doing these dungeons if you don't have them. And we had the health stones. It's... Fuck, that's minuscule. We didn't need the healer here. But I said to myself, I go, if I get this Icy Blast, which I needed to because they're so far back, they're not going to get it. And it could hit a random target and one-shot them. Or actually, I think Icy Blast is a fucking Nova. I think it's a fucking Nova, and it would have one-shot a few of them. But I knew in my head that the first pack that's coming in behind me, that the Nether Burst was going to fucking go off. Do I have that up? I think it's on cooldown. Yeah, I think I have that on cooldown. So I'm not able to stun it. I'm not able to reset it or do anything to save it. I just needed one of them to switch to that Arcanist and hit that fucking interrupt. But I knew it wouldn't happen if I got this Icy Blast. I knew I needed to be the one to get the Nether Burst. And normally I would be the one getting the Nether Burst, and I would count on a DPS to get this Icy Blast, but I was just so far ahead, I didn't think they'd be here in time. So I debate whether this is my mistake or not, because I had the thought before I did this pull. And here it goes. Icy Blast, I'm going to get it. Nether Burst. Boom. Instant wipe, vote to abandon. And I think I mentioned I knew that was going to happen. Like, I knew that was going to fucking happen there. Yeah. Yeah. So upsetting. So fucking upsetting, man. And I think I talked to this guy for a little bit, but fuck, dude. Ah! I don't think I show the overall damage. I think that was lower than normal for me. Because I wasn't doing my pulls as big. I want to say I had like a 99 parse on the 18 that somebody logged for me. I don't log all my dungeons. I wish all dungeons were logged, like Raider.io. I wish everything in WoW Logs did that. Like every dungeon was just recorded. And that it would provide you like, you know, like a last 5, maybe 10 dungeon average on performance of finished keys, timed or not. I think it's completely fair if you finish a key to log it, because it's great to review. But if you're voting to abandon, you don't need to review the logs. You know what happened. You know why. It's as easy as that. But yeah, logs is a great way to fucking recruit. Like in the 18 Pit of Saren that I have logged here, not this one, but it's one that we failed by 3 seconds, and I actually posted the video on YouTube. But that was a 99 parse on damage and healing. I believe I had something like 90% of the priority interrupts. So, and I believe I could have gotten all of the priority interrupts in that dungeon. There are still a few things I could have done better in that dungeon that could have saved us those 4 seconds we failed by. But the biggest thing that cost us time was when those 4 died. I had to sit there and solo tank a trash pack for 90 seconds while they chose whether to vote to abandon or not. That as soon as the healer died, he typed GG and sat at the entrance to the dungeon. Didn't even think about running back. He was the reason he fucking died there anyways, because he's a mile back. He didn't follow us. He didn't have everything prepared. It's just, fuck. That was a shitty pit. I think I kind of knew from the beginning. There were some signs that I knew it wasn't going to be timed, but I was still going to push it because there wasn't anything egregious yet. Like, you know, I was like, it's still salvageable, as I said, as we were going into that first boss. But yeah, that's that on that one. We'll be uploading this, so we've got a couple more to go too.